After months of speculation, leaks and rumours, we finally have a brand new, officially released, refreshed 13-inch MacBook Pro. So as always, I'm going to give you the lowdown of what's new, what's been upgraded from that of the previous models, and ultimately whether it's worth your hard-earned money. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with all the latest tech reviews, hands-on and first impression videos. There's so many things happening out right now, so you don't want to miss it at all. And if you're a returning subscriber, make sure you turn on that bell icon next to it so you get a notification as soon as I release a brand new video. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the video. For months now, we've had so many rumours of a mysterious 14-inch MacBook Pro for 2020, and that's not actually materialised, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been a very welcome change in size, in my opinion. I do really like the 13-inch MacBook Pro, and it's the MacBook Pro size that I currently use in my daily life because I love the portability of it and the lightweight nature of it as well. But we've got a 13-inch MacBook refresh nonetheless. So to start off, I'm going to talk about the two base models. So we've got 4 models in total, 2 base models, and that base model starts at a price point of £1,299 in the UK and $1,299 in the US. So for that base model, you do get a 256GB boost in storage on the base model, which was different to previous generations where we've just got 128GB of storage on the base model. So 256GB comes as standard, which is really good to see. It's in line with that of the MacBook Air, which we also got released and refreshed in 2020 as well. Apple has decided finally to ditch the butterfly keyboard, just like the 16-inch MacBook Pro from last year, and instead we get the brand new Magic Keyboard, which is far better for typing on, as it gives you much better travel. So that's a very, very welcome change on that base model. But that is pretty much it for the new specs on the base model of this MacBook Pro lineup. There isn't much in terms of the new specs, and that the new specs come with the more expensive MacBook Pro lineups for 2020. As I've just mentioned before, where we get some real change is from the more expensive MacBook Pro models, and that starts at a price point of £1,799 in the UK and $1,799 in the US. So for this price point, you can expect to get the 10th generation Intel Core, which is much more exciting than the base model of the MacBook Pro lineup, and it's much more improved from previous years of previous Intel processors in the MacBook Pro lineup as well. So you get access to a Core i5 processor on the £1,799 model, and it also has better graphics with that as well, and access to better RAM as well. So you've got 16GB of LPDDR4X RAM, which is a little bit faster and can help in an improved workflow as well, so keeping those apps running in the background as well, in comparison to the LPDDR3 RAM, which you find on the base model of the MacBook Pro 2020 lineup and also previous generations of the MacBook Pro as well. So on this more expensive MacBook Pro, you can also get all the way up to 32GB of RAM. So for people who are pro users and maybe video editing, graphic designers or music production, and then that RAM is going to be really, really important to see on the MacBook, and so access to 32GB of RAM is very, very good for those types of people. On all the new MacBook Pro 2020 models, we get a brand new Magic Keyboard. Finally, we ditch that horrible, unreliable butterfly keyboard that was seen on previous generations of the MacBook Pro, including the one I use, and is absolutely horrible to type on compared with the Magic Keyboard, which has got a much better travel for typing and is just much more comfortable experience to use. So goodbye butterfly keyboard and hello Magic Keyboard, and thankfully that is now on all the models of the MacBook lineup, from the MacBook Air to the MacBook Pro. Every single model now has the Magic Keyboard, so the butterfly keyboard is no more. Thank you, Apple. Now, for those of you who watched my first episode of my weekly roundup or listened to it on my podcast version, our 120 Hertz, my podcast, that talked about the new MacBook Pro lineup, or the new MacBook lineup for 2021, which is looking to be very, very exciting and is a much bigger upgrade than this kind of very incremental update that we've seen this year. So the rumours are that Apple are going to move to their own ARM-based processor in the 2021 MacBook lineup, and moving away from that of the Intel processor, which should bring a really good boost in performance and power, because it means that Apple can tie their software to their own hardware because it's made internally, rather than having to use Intel's chip and sort of make the software fit the Intel chip. They can all do it internally and improve the MacBook in that way. So if you can hold on to upgrade your MacBook maybe next year when we see a ARM-based MacBook, then that might be something that's worth considering for you guys before you purchase the new MacBook Pro. So having said that, the new MacBook Pro for this year is definitely a welcomed addition, but you might get more for your money next year in the 2021 lineup for the MacBook. So that is definitely something worth considering. So if you guys have enjoyed this quick first impressions of the new MacBook Pro, feel free to give it a like, as it really does help out the channel. It helps boost my videos, and if you have any comments, opinions, thoughts, etc. about the new MacBook Pro, do comment them down below and I'll get back to you with a response as soon as possible. Thank you guys very much for watching this quick video on the MacBook Pro for 2020. Stay awesome, stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside, and I'll see you in the next video.